Chapter 1. Opposition, the broad-shouldered Caucasian freshman will say, as he sits hunched forward at the edge of a red futon, his bloodshot pair of mismatched blue and brown eyes continuing to stare straight ahead, despite the passing scents and silhouettes, drunken murmurs, or MIA's paper planes blaring from a nearby speaker. A thin trail of gray will rise from the crooked joint flickering in his raised right hand as he follows up a still moment of silence with a slight nod. That's what it's all about. The denial of opposition. It's the belief that it can be escaped, that there's this attainable experience devoid of any contrasting ideas within the great plane of experience, and that for the low, low price of $29.99, it can be bought, snorted, or fucked into actualization. When in reality, what's being sought after is, ironically, an absence therein, some alternative to that which, as far as anyone has yet to learn, has only one abatement. Granted, that isn't the answer. In fact, I'd put forward the opposite, that the uncertainty beyond the veil, as well as the absolute nature of its likelihood, is what permits any selling points to the conscious human experience. When we look at it like that, life, a human life, almost becomes a vacation, the flip side to the divine that allows for its existence in the first place. The joint's lit end will glow a bright orange as he takes a drag and offers it without looking to the other end of the futon. Makes you wonder what the god's timeshare might really look like, doesn't it? When a moment passes without anyone reaching for the joint or responding, he will turn to furrow his brow at a lack of a fellow futon user. Then, a lighting of several fluorescent overheads will drive back the atmosphere of a low-grade disco ball, and someone will be heard unplugging a smartphone from the speaker. "I found a party, y'all!" A voice in the crowd will yell over their collective rumblings. "Time to take this show on the road!" Running a hand through his brown, scruffy beard, he will put out what remains of the joint in one of the numerous red solo cups littering the surfaces of cheap wooden furniture and the stained low-pile carpet, and stand to his feet. As the last to leave the mostly still undecorated two-person dorm, he will step across its threshold out into a white, brick-walled hallway as the party-going herd start to stumble towards a neon green exit sign at one end. The spirit of their slurred ramblings will be matched only by the variations of crimson college spiritwear they will be sporting as they proceed to push through the exit door out into a staircase. Once they've gone and the peaceful hum of central air conditioning has replaced them as the hall's dominant tone, he will bring both hands together to interlock fingers before raising them up above his shaved head. His palms will graze the ceiling as he shifts his weight side to side, stretching out his lats with a groan before lowering them to his sides and taking a deep breath. Smacking his lips twice on the exhale, he will then turn on his heels and head off towards the neon sign at the opposite end of the hall to the herd's exit. The open-toed sandals flopping against the bottom of his feet will echo with each step up the linoleum staircase leading out into a damp, foggy, midwestern dusk of a campus quad. Spinning in a circle as he wanders along the stone path, he will breathe in a whiff of rain on the warm summer breeze and grin at the yellow glow coming from surrounding windows and lanterns before a voice calls out through the fog. "Hungry?"